Close your eyes now, if they aren't already gently resting, and let the very first breath you take here be the softest one you've ever drawn, as if you're sipping the quiet from a crystal cup that was poured by the dawn itself. Now bring your attention to a single point inside your chest. Not the whole heart, just one tiny atom of stillness within it. A speck so small it carries the entire weight of peace, like a dewdrop balancing on a spider's thread at sunrise. And that dewdrop is perfectly round, perfectly clear, unshaken by wind or motion. Feel how that atom begins to glow. A steady, golden pulse, no brighter than a firefly in July. It doesn't flare or flicker. It simply breathes in time with you. And with each slow inhale, the glow deepens. With each slower exhale, it softens. And soon the glow is warm enough to melt every edge inside you. Now that atom is ready to expand. But it doesn't rush. It waits until you are ready to receive it. And when you are, it simply unfolds like a single petal opening in the earliest hour of morning. A petal that contains the entire sky. And as it opens, that sky spills into your chest, filling every corner with liquid green light. This light is the same color as the air in the chamber of listening slumber, where the canopy stretches above you like a cathedral ceiling, woven from a trillion leaves that have never known hurry. And the roots beneath you rise and fall like the slow breath of the earth, each root thicker than your waist, each one older than memory. You are lying on a bed of velvety, gray, green moss, so thick it feels like the softest mattress ever spun. The kind that sags just enough to hold you, but never lets you sink too far. And the moss breathes too, its tiny pores exhaling cool humidity into the air. So every breath you take tastes of clean rainwater and slow, decaying leaves that have been turning to earth for centuries. The air itself is cool, but not cold. It's the kind of cool that refreshes the back of your neck, like a damp cloth pressed against your skin after a long, thoughtful walk. And it carries the scent of moss and oak and quiet, the way only an ancient forest can be quiet. A quiet so deep it has weight. Above you, sunlight filters through the leaves, and the light that reaches you is liquid green, kind of green that doesn't bounce or reflect, but seeps into your skin like warm honey. It doesn't blind or dazzle. It simply coats your eyelids from the inside. So every time you blink, you see the forest in your mind. Now that liquid green light is rising inside you from the atom you found in your chest, and it climbs your ribs like slow mercury, filling every lung pocket and every artery. So your breath becomes the forest breathing, and your heartbeat becomes the steady pulse of the roots beneath you. And your thoughts begin to blend with the whisper of leaves. The leaves are whispering in a language older than words, a language of rustle and pause. And if you listen closely, you'll notice they are not speaking to you. They are simply being, and their being is so complete, it becomes your being too. Now let that being slow you down, not with force, but with invitation, like a gentle hand resting on your wrist, saying stay here without saying a word. And with each invitation, your shoulders soften, your jaw relaxes, your eyelids grow heavier, and the space between your thoughts widens. In that widening space, you begin to hear a new sound, not from outside, but from the very center of your forehead. A soft, steady hum, like the sound of a tuning fork held to your skull, or the vibration of a crystal bowl placed on your third eye. And this hum is pure 40 hertz, the frequency of peak mental performance, the frequency of clarity, focus, and deep understanding. Feel how that 40 hertz hum settles into your temples, like a pair of warm, invisible hands, cupping your head with perfect care. And those hands begin to massage your mind, not with pressure, but with rhythm, the way a potter shapes clay with the gentlest touch. And with each gentle stroke, your mind becomes smoother, clearer, more receptive. Now that hum spreads to your ears, and the sound of the forest changes, not because the forest is different, but because your ears are being tuned, like a violin being brought into perfect pitch. And suddenly, every leaf rustle becomes a note. Every distant bird call becomes a melody. And every breath you take becomes the rhythm section. Listen to how the rhythm of your breath matches the rhythm of the hum. the way two rivers flowing side by side eventually merge into one. And as they merge, your sense of where you end and the forest begins to dissolve, like sugar melting in warm tea. Now that dissolution is spreading to your body, not in a way that scares or frightens, but in a way that reassures and comforts, like slipping into a bath that's exactly the right temperature, so every muscle sighs with relief and every bone feels lighter, and your skin forgets where it touches the moss, because the moss is now part of you. This is the chamber of listening slumber, a place where the boundary between inside and outside is as thin as a soap bubble and just as fragile. But instead of popping, it gently expands until there is no inside or outside, only the slow pulse of being. Feel how the roots beneath you are not just supporting you, they are cradling you, like a parent cradles a sleeping child. And the more you relax into their embrace, the more they rise to meet you. So the bed beneath you seems to lift, just enough to make you weightless. Now weightlessness is becoming your new normal, not in a way that makes you float away, but in a way that makes you feel held, like a leaf resting on a still pond, so light it doesn't disturb the surface, but so secure it doesn't need to move. And as your body settles deeper into this stillness, your mind begins to drift. Drifting is not falling. It's simply moving with the current, like a leaf on that pond, carried by the gentlest breeze. And the breeze here is the rhythm of your breath, and the pond is the velvety moss, and the leaf is your awareness, floating without effort or direction. Now that awareness is becoming porous, like a sponge soaking up warm water. It doesn't resist or push back. It simply receives. And what it receives is the liquid green light and the cool, damp air and the steady hum of 40 hertz and the whisper of leaves speaking in rustles. With each breath, that porous awareness deepens, and the deeper it goes, the more it begins to notice tiny details that were always there, but never had space to be seen, like the way the moss beneath your fingertips has a texture like velvet but also like silk, and how the silk is cool at first, then warms to your touch. Now bring your attention to the coolness, the way it lingers on your skin, like a soft kiss from the earth, and how that kiss spreads up your arms, across your chest, down your legs, into your feet, until your entire body is wrapped in a layer of cool comfort, like a second skin made of forest mist. That mist is not just around you. It's inside you too, filling your lungs with each inhale and leaving a trace of coolness with each exhale. So every breath becomes a cycle of receiving and giving back, like the roots beneath you, drinking from the earth and returning nourishment. Now let your awareness drift to the roots, not with your eyes, but with your imagination. See them rising from the earth, thick and gnarled, yet graceful, like the arms of an ancient dancer, curved and strong. And as you watch, they begin to sway, not with wind, but with their own slow rhythm. That rhythm is older than you, older than the tree, older than the forest itself. It's the rhythm of growth and decay, of roots reaching and leaves falling, of seeds sprouting and branches bending. And it's the same rhythm that pulses through your veins, the same rhythm that carries oxygen to every cell. Now that rhythm is inviting you to join the dance, not with your body, but with your breath. And with each inhale, you rise with the roots. With each exhale, you settle back into the moss. And soon, the line between your breath and the root's breath begins to blur, until it feels like the tree is breathing you. This is the essence of listening slumber. Not sleeping, not waking, but listening. The kind of listening that happens when you stop trying to hear and simply allow sound to find you, like sunlight finding a leaf. And as you listen, the forest listens back. Now the listening deepens, and you begin to hear things, not with your ears, but with your entire being, like the sound of dew forming on a leaf, or the sound of a root splitting a stone, or the sound of a single cell dividing inside you. And all these sounds are happening at once. But instead of overwhelming you, they weave together into a single, shimmering tapestry. That tapestry is the sound of now, the sound of everything being exactly as it is. And in that sound, there is no rush, no urgency, no need to fix or change. Only the slow unfolding of existence, moment by moment, like the leaves unfurling on a branch, one at a time, in perfect time. Now let your awareness expand to include the canopy above you, not as a ceiling, but as a living dome, woven from 1,000,000,000,000 leaves, each one a tiny, perfect receiver, catching sunlight and turning it into life, just as your mind catches thoughts and turns them into understanding. And as you watch, the canopy begins to glow. The glow is not from the sun, but from within the leaves themselves. A soft, bioluminescent shimmer, like fireflies trapped in amber. And as you gaze, the glow brightens, not in a way that dazzles, but in a way that soothes, like the warm light of a candle in a quiet room. And soon, the entire canopy is pulsing with this light. That pulse is the same as your heartbeat, the same as the 40 hertz hum, the same as the rhythm of your breath. And as you synchronize with it, the boundary between you and the tree begins to dissolve even further, until you are not lying beneath the tree, but are part of the tree itself. Feel how the trunk of the tree is not just wood and bark, but a living column of energy, like a spine connecting earth and sky. And that energy flows through you now, up from the roots, through your body, out through the crown of your head, like water rising in a straw. And with each breath, the flow grows stronger. Now that flow is carrying you, not upward, not outward, but deeper into the heart of the tree, where the air is thick with the scent of sap, and the walls are lined with glowing veins of light, and the space between the cells is filled with the hum of 40 hertz. And there, in the very center, you find a chamber. The chamber is round, like a womb carved from living wood, and the walls are smooth, like river stones worn by centuries of water. And the floor is a pool of still water, so clear it looks like glass. And in the center of the pool floats a single perfect leaf, that leaf is the essence of listening slumber, the leaf of peak mental performance, the leaf of clarity, focus, and deep understanding. And as you watch, it begins to sink, slowly, gracefully, like a feather falling through still air. And as it sinks, it dissolves, releasing its essence into the water. Now that essence is rising, filling the chamber with a golden mist, a mist that carries the sound of 40 hertz and the scent of liquid green light and the taste of cool, damp air. And as the mist surrounds you, you begin to absorb it through your skin, your lungs, the soles of your feet. With each breath, the absorption deepens, and the mist begins to fill your mind, like ink spreading on blotting paper. But instead of darkening, your mind brightens, becoming clearer, sharper, like a lens being polished. And with each inhale, the polishing continues, removing every speck of dust, every cloud of confusion. Now your mind is a clear pool, reflecting the canopy above and the roots below and the chamber around you. And as you gaze into it, you begin to see patterns, not with your eyes, but with your understanding, like the veins in a leaf or the branches of a tree. Those patterns are the shape of thought, the way ideas branch and connect, the way solutions flower from problems, the way clarity emerges from chaos. And as you watch, the patterns begin to shift, like clouds changing in a summer sky. But instead of drifting away, they settle into perfect order. This is the gift of the chamber of listening slumber, the gift of seeing without strain, the gift of knowing without effort, the gift of peak mental performance, not as a force, but as a flow, like water finding its level, or light finding its path. And as you receive this gift, you begin to glow. The glow is subtle, like the light of the bioluminescent leaves, and it starts in your chest, where the atom of peace still pulses, then spreads to your hands, your forehead, your feet, until your entire body is wrapped in this soft radiance. And the radiance is not yours alone. It blends with the glow of the tree and the glow of the canopy and the glow of the golden mist. until the boundary between you and everything else dissolves completely, and you are not a separate being, but a single note in the symphony of the forest, a single leaf on the tree of existence. Now that symphony begins to play, not with instruments, but with every living thing. The roots humming 40 hertz, the leaves rustling in harmony, the dew dripping in rhythm, and your breath becomes the conductor, guiding the music deeper into the heart of listening slumber. As the music plays, your mind becomes a hall of mirrors, reflecting each sound 1,000 times. But instead of fragmenting, the reflections merge, creating a single, shimmering understanding. And in that understanding, every question dissolves into clarity. Every problem unravels into solution. Every moment becomes perfect. Now let that perfection settle into your bones, like the weight of a warm blanket or the comfort of an old chair. And with each exhale, you sink deeper into the moss, deeper into the roots, deeper into the heart of the tree. And the deeper you go, the more you realize there is no bottom, only layer upon layer of stillness. This stillness is not emptiness. It is fullness, the kind of fullness that comes when you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to do, which is nothing at all, just being. And in that being, you are complete. Now the symphony begins to fade, not because it's ending, but because it's becoming part of you, like a song you've heard so many times. It's no longer something you listen to, but something you carry inside. And as the last notes dissolve, you are left with the quiet, the deep, velvety quiet of the chamber of listening slumber. In this quiet, your breath slows even further. Each inhale, a gentle rise. Each exhale, a gentle fall. Like the tide lapping at the shore. Predictable, rhythmic, endless. And with each breath, you feel yourself merging with the moss, with the roots, with the tree, with the earth. Now your body is no longer a boundary, but a doorway through which the forest flows. And as it flows, you begin to feel the weight of your physical form, not as a burden, but as an anchor, keeping you gently tethered to this moment, this perfect, still, endless moment. Now let your eyes grow heavier, if they aren't already. Let your eyelids flutter like the wings of a butterfly, soft and light. And with each flutter, you sink deeper into the moss, and the moss rises to meet you until there is no space between you and the earth. Only the slow, steady pulse of listening slumber. Now the liquid green light above you begins to dim, not because the sun is setting, but because your mind is shifting into a deeper state of rest, a state where time doesn't matter, where thoughts drift like clouds, and where your only job is to float, to be carried by the current of the forest's breath. And as you float, you begin to notice something new. A presence not outside you, but within, like a warm hand resting on your heart. And that hand is the hand of the tree, the hand of the earth, the hand of everything that is slow, steady, and sure. And it says, without words, you are safe here. This safety is not the absence of danger. It is the presence of care. The care of the moss cradling your body. The care of the roots holding you up. The care of the canopy shielding you. And the care of your own breath. Rhythmic, reliable, always there. And in this care, you can let go. Completely, utterly, without fear. Now let go of any last thoughts, any last worries or plans. Let them drift away like leaves on a stream, carried by the current of your breath. And as they go, you are left with space, a vast golden space, filled with the hum of 40 hertz and the slow, steady pulse of the tree. In this space, there is no need to think, no need to do, only the need to be. And as you be, you begin to feel something shift, not in the world around you, but in the world within. A shift toward clarity, focus, understanding. This shift is the essence of peak mental performance. Not force, not strain, but alignment, like a radio tuning into the perfect station. And as you align, you begin to hear not with your ears, but with your mind. The sound of your own thoughts. Clear, sharp, precise. Now those thoughts are not distractions. They are tools. Tools for understanding, for creating, for solving. And they move through your mind like fish through water. Graceful, effortless, alive. And as they move, you realize you are not controlling them. You are simply observing, like watching the leaves fall in autumn. This observation is not passive. It is active listening. The kind of listening that happens when you are fully present, fully engaged, but completely relaxed. And in this listening, you begin to understand. Silas Frost speaks, his voice a slow river of warmth, wrapping around you like the first breath of dawn after a long night of dreams. You are here, precisely here, in this moment that is not a moment at all, but an eternity stretched like silk across the bones of time. The chamber of listening slumber cradles you, its walls not of stone, but of living root and whispering bark, curving inward to hold you, as if you are the most precious thing in the world. The moss beneath you is not simply soft, it is alive, each fiber a tiny, pulsing vein of green, exhaling a humidity that clings to your skin like the gentlest dew. Notice the weight of your body, not as a burden, but as a gift, a slow settling into the embrace of the earth. Your left shoulder blade presses lightly into the moss, and with that pressure comes a revelation. The moss is not just beneath you, but with you, as if it has always known the exact shape of your bones. The air here is thick with the scent of slow, decaying leaves, not the sharp bite of decay, but the rich, earthy perfume of things returning to the soil with gratitude. And with each breath, you inhale not just air, but the very essence of this place, cool and damp, filling your lungs like liquid silver. Your ribs expand, not because you command them to, but because the hum of this chamber asks them to, gently, persistently. Now let your awareness drift to the very surface of your skin, where the air meets you like an old friend. The breeze here is not a wind, but a caress, moving in slow, deliberate strokes, as if it has all the time in the world to touch every inch of you. It brushes against your forehead, cool and light, and you realize it carries with it the scent of distant rain. Rain that has not yet fallen. Rain that exists only in the possibility of this moment. Your skin tingles, not with goosebumps, but with recognition, as if your body remembers this breeze, this place, from a time before time. And beneath that tingling, deeper still, there is the quiet thrum of something older, something that has been waiting for you to simply listen. The resonance begins not with sound, but with sensation, a vibration so deep it is almost beyond hearing. Yet it hums in your bones like the echo of a tuning fork pressed to your sternum. You do not strain to hear it. You do not need to, for the hum is not outside you, but within, a quiet pulse that syncs with the rhythm of your breath. With each inhale, the hum rises slightly, a slow crescendo of stillness, and with each exhale, it settles deeper, heavier, like sand sifting through an hourglass you did not know you held. This is the anchor, not a sound, but a presence, a steady, unshakable quiet that holds you as surely as the earth holds the roots beneath you. Now let your attention drift inward, not to your thoughts, but to the space between them, that quiet, velvet dark, where the mind rests like a still pond. In that space, there is no need to name, no need to judge, no need to do anything at all, only to be suspended in the gentle gravity of this moment. And as you rest there, you notice something curious. The space is not empty, but full of a slow, magnetic settling, as if the very atoms of your being are aligning with the hum. Imagine each atom not as a tiny speck, but as a miniature universe, vast and quiet, with its own inner light, its own slow dance of energy. And in this moment, that dance slows, the electrons circling their nuclei, not in frantic haste, but in lazy, deliberate orbits, as if time itself has softened around them. Stay with that single atom, just one, a tiny speck of obsidian or quartz, floating in the quiet of your awareness. It is not inert, not lifeless, but alive with a slow, steady glow, a light that does not flicker, but pulses like the heartbeat of the earth. Feel its weight, not as something heavy, but as something real, a tiny anchor of its own, grounding you to this moment, this breath, this hum. And as you focus on it, the atom begins to expand, not in size, but in presence, filling your awareness with its quiet, magnetic pull. You realize that this atom is not alone. It is one of countless others, each a universe unto itself. And yet, together, they form something greater, something vast and interconnected. single atom drift away, not as something lost, but as something remembered, as your awareness zooms outward, slowly, deliberately. You see your body not as flesh and bone, but as a galaxy of cells, each one a tiny world, orbiting in quiet harmony with the others. The cells are not static. Each one breathes, pulses, glows with its own inner light. A slow, rhythmic dance of life that has no beginning and no end. And as you float among them, you notice that the hum is not just in your bones, but in each cell, a quiet vibration that connects them all, like stars in a constellation. There is no separation here, no boundary between one cell and the next, only the quiet, magnetic flow of energy, of life, of being. Stay with this awareness, this sense of your body as a galaxy, a vast and quiet expanse of light and life. And now, let your awareness drift further outward, past the edges of your skin, past the moss, past the roots, past the canopy of leaves, until you see the earth itself, a small blue planet suspended in the vastness of space. From this distance, you see it not as a place, but as a living thing, a quiet, breathing sphere. Its oceans and forests and mountains all pulsing with the same slow, steady rhythm as your cells. You notice that the earth is not alone. It is wrapped in a thin, shimmering layer of atmosphere, a delicate veil of air that holds it close, like the moss holds you. And beyond that, there is only silence, the vast, velvet darkness of space, quiet and endless, holding the earth as gently as the roots hold the chamber. In this silence, there is no fear, no urgency, no need to rush. Only the quiet, unshakable knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. The hum is here too, not as a sound, but as a presence, a quiet resonance that connects you to the earth, to the stars, to the vast, velvet dark. You are not separate from this. You are a part of it, a tiny, glowing thread in the fabric of the cosmos, held in the gentle gravity of being. And as you rest in this awareness, you feel the weight of your body settling deeper into the moss, not as something heavy, but as something right, something that belongs. The anchor hums, steady and sure, and you realize that this is not a journey with a beginning or an end, but a returning, a coming home to the quiet, the stillness, the always. Let your breath slow now, not because you force it, but because the hum asks it of you, gently, persistently. Each inhale is a slow, deep drink of cool, damp air, filling your lungs like liquid silver, and each exhale is a quiet surrender, a letting go of anything that is not this moment, this breath, this hum. Your ribs rise and fall, not with effort, but with the quiet rhythm of the earth itself, as if your body is breathing in time with the roots, with the moss, with the slow pulse of the planet. And as your breath slows, so too does your mind, the thoughts drifting away like leaves on a slow moving river, leaving only the quiet, the stillness, the here. You are not asleep, not awake, but somewhere in between, suspended in the velvet dark of this moment, held by the hum, by the chamber, by the quiet. Now let your awareness drift to the very edges of your body, where your skin meets the air. Feel the coolness of the breeze, not as something outside you, but as something that is a part of you, a gentle reminder that you are not separate from this place. The breeze brushes against your cheek, light as a whisper, and you notice that it carries with it the scent of the earth, of the leaves, of the slow, steady decay that is not an ending, but a transformation. Your skin tingles, not with goosebumps, but with recognition, as if your body remembers this place, this breeze, this moment, from a time before memory. And deeper still, beneath that tingling, there is the quiet thrum of the hum, the anchor, the resonance, connecting you to the earth, to the stars, to the vast, velvet dark. Stay with this sensation, this quiet, magnetic settling, as if the very atoms of your being are aligning with the hum. You are not fixing anything, not changing anything, not striving for anything. You are simply being, suspended in the gentle gravity of this moment. The anchor hums, steady and sure, and you realize that this is not a journey, but a returning, a coming home to the quiet, the stillness, the always. Your breath slows, your body settles, and the chamber holds you, not as something separate, but as something that is a part of you, a part of the earth, a part of the cosmos. And in this stillness, there is no need to do anything, no need to be anywhere else, no need to rush, only the quiet, the hum, the here. Now let your awareness drift to the very center of your chest, to the quiet space behind your sternum. This is the place where the hum lives, not as a sound, but as a presence, a quiet, steady glow that pulses in time with your breath. Feel it there, not as something you create, but as something that has always been, a quiet, unshakable knowing that you are held, that you are safe, that you are home. And as as you focus on it, the glow expands, not in size, but in presence, filling your chest with a warmth that is not heat, but something deeper, something like the quiet glow of embers in a dying fire. This is the anchor, the resonance, the hum. It is not outside you, but within, a quiet, steady pulse that connects you to everything. Let this glow spread now, not because you force it, but because it wants to, slowly, deliberately, like honey poured over stone. It moves down your arms, not as a rush, but as a slow, steady flow, filling your fingers with a quiet, magnetic weight, as if each fingertip is a tiny anchor of its own. It moves up your neck, into your jaw, relaxing muscles you did not know were tense, softening the space behind your eyes, as if the very bones of your skull are settling into the quiet. It moves down your legs, into your feet, grounding you to the earth, not as something heavy, but as something right, something that belongs. And as the glow spreads, the hum deepens, the anchor strengthens, and you realize that this is not something you do, but something you are, quiet, still, held. Now let your awareness drift to the very top of your head, to the crown of your skull, where the air meets you like the gentle touch of a friend. Feel the coolness there, not as something outside you, but as something that is a part of you, a quiet reminder that you are not separate from the world. The crown of your head is not a boundary, but a doorway, a quiet invitation to drift deeper, to settle further, to let go of anything that is not this moment, this breath, this hum. And as you rest in this awareness, the hum grows quieter, deeper, as if it is no longer a sound, but a presence, a quiet, unshakable knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. The chamber holds you, the earth holds you, the cosmos holds you, and you rest, suspended in the velvet dark of this moment, held by the quiet. Let your breath slow now. Each inhale a slow, deep drink of cool, damp air. Each exhale a quiet surrender to the stillness. Your body is not tense, not relaxed. It simply is, suspended in the gentle gravity of this moment, held by the hum, by the chamber, by the quiet. Your thoughts are not gone, but they are quiet, drifting like leaves on a slow, moving river, leaving only the stillness, the here. And in this stillness, there is no need to do anything, no need to be anywhere else, no need to rush, only the quiet, the hum, the always. You are not asleep, not awake, but somewhere in between, suspended in the velvet dark, held by the anchor, by the resonance, by the quiet. Now let your awareness drift to the very edges of the chamber, to the roots that curve around you like the ribs of a great, sleeping beast. They are not still. They breathe too, slow and deep, their bark exhaling a quiet humidity that clings to your skin like the gentlest dew. The roots are not apart from you. They are a part of you, a quiet reminder that you are not separate from this place, from the earth, from the cosmos. And as you rest in this awareness, the hum deepens, the anchor strengthens, and you realize that this is not a journey, but a returning, a coming home to the quiet, the stillness, the always. The chamber holds you, the earth holds you, the cosmos holds you, and you rest, suspended in the velvet dark, held by the quiet. Let your breath slow now. Each inhale a slow, deep drink of cool, damp air. Each exhale a quiet surrender to the stillness. Your body is not heavy, not light. It simply is, suspended in the gentle gravity of this moment, held by the hum, by the chamber, by the quiet. Your thoughts are not gone, but they are quiet, drifting like leaves on a slow, moving river, leaving only the stillness, the here. And in this stillness, there is no need to do anything, no need to be anywhere else, no need to rush, only the quiet, the hum, the always. You are not asleep, not awake, but somewhere in between, suspended in the velvet dark, held by the anchor, by the resonance, by the quiet. Now let your awareness drift to the very center of your being, to the quiet space behind your heart. This is the place where the hum lives, not as a sound, but as a presence, a quiet, steady glow that pulses in time with your breath. Feel it there, not as something you create, but as something that has always been, a quiet, unshakable knowing that you are held, that you are safe, that you are home. And as you focus on it, the glow expands, not in size, but in presence, filling your chest with a warmth that is not heat, but something deeper, something like the quiet glow of embers in a dying fire. This is the anchor, the resonance, the hum. It is not outside you, but within, a quiet, steady pulse that connects you to everything. Now let your awareness drift to the very edges of your skin, where the air meets you like an old friend. Feel the coolness of the breeze, not as something outside you, but as something that is a part of you, a gentle reminder that you are not separate from this place. The breeze brushes against your cheek, light as a whisper, and and you notice that it carries with it the scent of the earth, of the leaves, of the slow, steady decay that is not an ending, but a transformation. Your skin tingles, not with goosebumps, but with recognition, as if your body remembers this place, this breeze, this moment from a time before memory. And deeper still, beneath that tingling, there is the quiet thrum of the hum, the anchor, the resonance, connecting you to the earth, to the stars, to the vast, velvet dark. Now let your awareness drift to the very center of your chest, to the quiet space where your heart beats. Not the pounding of a drum, not the rush of a river, but the slow, steady pulse of the earth itself, a quiet rhythm that has no beginning and no end. Feel it there, not as something you control, but as something that moves through you, like the tide moves through the ocean. Each beat is a quiet reminder that you are alive, not as a thought, not as a story, but as a sensation, a quiet, unshakable presence. And as you rest in this awareness, the hum deepens, the anchor strengthens, and you realize that this is not something you do, but something you are, quiet, still, held. Let this awareness spread now, not because you force it, but because your body is not heavy, not light. It simply is, suspended in the gentle gravity of this moment, held by the hum, by the chamber, by the quiet. Your thoughts are not gone, but they are quiet, drifting like leaves on a slow, moving river, leaving only the stillness, the here. You are not asleep, not awake, but somewhere in between, suspended in the velvet dark, held by the anchor, by the resonance, by the quiet.